Lucky that the road was long and winding, lucky that I carried all I own. From the marshes where the Norfolk snails go climbing, I built my walls from steel and left the stone. I drove through mist across 100 hillsides. The drone went up and told me who I was, a moving man who never stopped for long enough, but long enough to love each place. Because the mountains talked in cloud, the castles whispered proud, the camera caught the light I couldn't say out loud. Whenever the wind blows, I'll follow, wherever the tide wants to go. My heart is a harbor, Croi Alainn. My home is the sea, and I know whenever the stars lead me southward, wherever the onion shines, you carry your world on your shoulders, and the whole world unfolds in good time. Lucky that I heard the water calling, lucky that I sold the wheels away. I found a hull with a beautiful heart beating, and stepped aboard to greet a brighter day. I learned the ropes that ties the stars above me, the riot book spread open on my knee, 3 Orient watches on my wrist to keep me ticking through the gray of the open sea. The rigging sang at night, the compass said go right, the whole Atlantic breathed and filled me with its light. Whenever the wind blows, I'll follow, wherever the tide wants to go. My heart is a harbor, Croi Alainn. My home is the sea, and I know whenever the stars lead me southward, wherever the onion shines, you carry your world on your shoulders, and the whole world unfolds in good time. On the water I am weightless, on the water I am free. No address, no fixed horizon, just the swell and the salt and the sea. New crew on the deck come the morning, new eyes on the binnacle glow, pointer south through Gibraltar's gateway. Greece is calling, let's go! Whenever the wind blows, I'll follow, wherever the tide wants to go. My heart is a harbor, Croi Alainn. My home is the sea, and I know whenever the stars lead me southward, wherever the onion shines, you carry your world on your shoulders, and the whole world unfolds in good time. Croi Alainn, beautiful heart, Croi Alainn, wherever you are, daughter man, slow and steady.
The plan the other day
Ways makes you ready.
was to pack this sailing channel in. Maybe because I don't want to go sailing on my own, but I've done a lot of thinking, and yes, I'd like to go to the Philippines. It would be, how should I say, easier to fly there than going by yacht to the Philippines. Yes, the easy way would be to fly there. Yes, it wouldn't be as fun to, how should I say, to go by air as going by sea. And the other thing is, most of you out there would probably be very interested in seeing what it's like going by sea. But I've done a lot of thinking, and it would take a lot longer to get there if I was to go by sea. But a lot of you would get to see parts of the world that the average person doesn't get to see. This yacht, in some ways, does scare me, but in other ways I will never be able to push it to the yacht's limit, because travelling at about 9 to 10 knots, we had this yacht on a 50, maybe 55 degree camber. The how should I say, the deck was being washed by the sea, and that is probably about a metre above the boot line, plimsoll line, you name it, where the sea, when the yacht is at rest. I mean, there is uses for the Coast Guard. Like getting in contact with them to find out why someone hasn't phoned you back. That I couldn't believe. We were sat off the coast of Belgium, called us over the radio and wanted us to get in contact with a family member. How the hell he did it, I don't know. But I just don't believe it. But I've still got things to fix on the yacht to get it, how shall I say, ready to travel where I'd like to go. I reckon I'll be still doing this probably in 6 months' time, than taking a day, maybe two, to fly to where I plan to go. So yes, I've got to fix on the yacht. I've now got the navigation lights because one of my navigation lights has died and I don't know why. But it will be a case of just replacing them with these. Which will probably look better than the plastic ones that are stuck on the front of the yacht at the moment. I need to get some gas bottles. I'm beginning to run out of gas. What else have I got to do? As you've seen, I've done the fans. I've still got the deck light to do. It's a case of going up the mast and replacing the bulb. I haven't really decided whether I was to go through the Suez Canal or round the Cape of, if I remember rightly, Cape of Good Hope. In South Africa. Whichever way you go, it's going to be dangerous for shipping, pirates, you name it. I've even heard that there are ships sailing around the Bay of Biscay without ASI fitted. Whether they're pirate ships or not, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure some people would like me to go back to England and say rent a property and, how should I say, waiting to die. Or I could go out and enjoy myself and maybe drop dead in doing it. Which in some ways I probably prefer to enjoy it than waiting for it. It's a strange thing to say, but why should we wait to die? Yeah, I'd like more people to watch this channel. I'd like it to grow. How should I say? There's so many people out there who would probably enjoy watching what I'm doing, and I'm sure I can get all my diabetes medication on the journey down to the Philippines. I mean, I was in hospital about a month ago, and as I've said in the last video in the write-up, I think it was about 4 hours sleep in 2 days, and some bloody Pakistani shouting Allah, Allah, Allah until 4 in the morning with his 5 wives, and everyone in the ward had to put up with it because he was allowed to do it. I didn't realise that England was a Muslim country, but there are courts who deal in Muslim law in the UK. It doesn't matter what the government says, that is true. They're not official, they're not backed by the government, backed by the Crown, but they will hound people down and stone them or kill them. This has happened in Italy. I might get in trouble with saying this, but I don't really care, because why should we have to abide by religion? Religion's a faith and not a law. It's a way of going into a country and taking it over by the back door. And if this is how it's going to be done, anyway, that's for the time being my rant. Please watch, subscribe and like the channel. That is the most important thing to do, and keep doing this. Beyond my rants.
Eyes on the pinnacle glow, point her south through Gibraltar's gateway. Greece is calling, let's go. Whenever the wind blows, I'll follow. Wherever the tide wants to go. My heart is a harbor, Croi Alainn. My home is the sea, and I know whenever the stars lead me southward, wherever the Ionian shines, you carry your world on your shoulders, and the whole world unfolds in good time. Croi
This is what I was calling you.
Alainn, wherever you are, daughter man, slow and steady.
6-7, 6-7.